Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, I'm looking at this. This is The Forest from 2016. Now, before I go on, I'd just like to say another big thank you to Phil. This is one of the films that he sent me. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed it, and I'm going to review it now. So, it is 93 minutes long. On Rotten Tomatoes, terrible. I give it 10%. Oh dear, the knives were out by the critics on this one. Really, they didn't like this at all. And they made all sorts of sarcastic comments, and generally they were very hostile. However, it was made on a budget of $10 million, and it made, at the box office, here we are, $37 million, which is a massive success. Again, it just shows you should not always take notice of what the critics say, and the public clearly didn't and went and enjoyed this film. Right. Now, it's a supernatural horror, and it's written by three writers. We've got Ben Kittal, Sarah Cornwell, and Nick Antosca. Antosca. Sorry, I'm very good, aren't I? And it's directed by Jason Zadar. And he's not really got much experience of doing feature-length films. A film that he did well with, but is a short film, was called Project Dead Zone from 2018. It was a 48-minute short, but he got quite good reviews. But he was really known as doing music videos, particularly for 21 Pilots, who are, I've not really heard of them, but apparently they're a hip-hop group. So there we are. Yes. Now, the music is by Alex Banks and Hannah Thomas, and the music's fine. It fits in quite well. I enjoyed it. Then I think we should talk about the locations. Now, the story of the film is actually based on this suicide forest, as it's known, in Japan. And that's in the Okinawa, Japan. And they weren't allowed to film there, because I think they wanted to. They did some shooting in Japan, but they couldn't film there. So the locations are the Tara National Forest in Serbia. It looks great, absolutely fantastic. It does the job really well. And also PFI Studios in Belgrade, Serbia, were also used. And now at Narita Airport in Narita, Shiba, Japan, we've got some filming there. Also at Sushi Makakaka at Asukasa, Tokyo. You try saying that. I'm sorry, I apologize to any Japanese people who wonder what on earth I'm doing. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Now let's go through the cast. It stars Natalie Dormer. Now she plays twins, so it's good as well the way she does it. She plays Sarah and Jess Price. Now, films that she was in, Casanova 2005, which starred Heath Ledger. She was in, now here we are, Marvel film, Captain America, The First Avenger 2011. She was in that. She was also in The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1 2014, and also Part 2 in 2015. So they were quite big films, very big films. Also, she's in Patient Zero 2018, and I've never watched the program, but it was big. Apparently, she was in Game of Thrones, TV show, very well known between 2012 2016. She appeared in 26 episodes. There we are. So that's quite a big chunk of her career, I think, in Game of Thrones. Next, we've got Taylor Kinney, who plays Aidan. He was in Zero Dark 30, 2012. He was in Rock the Casper. No, it's not the Clash song. It's a 2015 comedy starring Bill Murray. There we are. Yes, you thought we got a bit of Clash, but no, we haven't. We've got Bill Murray. And then lots of TV series and TV films. Then we have Ian McKellen, who plays Rob. He was in Resident Evil, the final chapter, 2016. He was in Till Death, 2021. And The Cellar. Now, that's an interesting horror film. That's in 2022. He was in that. And again, some more TV series. And then we've got Yuki Shoshi Ozawa. I'm sorry you've given that one away. He plays Mickey. Yes. Japanese films, really. Apparently, the ones that stand out After the Storm, which was 2006, and also Kingdom 2, Far and Away, 2022. These are well thought of, but he was in Japanese films and TV, so he's quite well known apparently in that. Yes, there we are. So these are the sort of main cast members in the film. So you're saying, what's all this about? I have hinted, haven't I, before? Well, it's about the twin sister who, well, goes to Japan because sister, twin sister, is missing. It's simple as that. And she has gone into this forest, which is known as a suicide forest. And she's not come out. So people think, well, that's where they go in there and they commit suicide. But she believes that she is alive. So she's from America. She's come over to Japan to find her. And she believes because being a twin, she has that sense that she feels that she's alive. So with Aidan, who happens to be a journalist at a bar who says he'll do a story and he can get hold of a guide, and they get a guide, but they get told they mustn't stray from the path. But of course they will stray from the path, as you know. And they then all enter the forest, and things soon start to happen as they move into the forest. And I love it. I love the way it sort of unravels the story. And there's some great bits, particularly we've got under the forest, we've got these caves as well. Yes. And they add so much. Apparently, I think these were all built in the studio as well, because they couldn't do the filming down, the one there. But they're great. The caves really add to the atmosphere. And all the special effects, all practical special effects. What it does, it brings the forest, effectively brings out all the fears inside people and bad things have happened. And we learn a bit more about the twins when they were younger, what happened with their parents. And this is what the forest does. And it's also felt that all the ghosts of those that have committed suicide now come out. They want to escape, and they'll use you to try and do that. Amazing stuff. It just works so well. I don't understand why there was so much hostility, because they do a really good job. I've seen a lot worse, much worse than this, and it's a very enjoyable supernatural experience. Yes, it is filmed in a certain way, certain styles that we are perhaps used to and we've seen, but that is not a bad thing at all in this film. And I think you've got to say the performance of Natalie Dormer is fantastic. She really, it really lifts the film in many ways, her performance. I'm really on board with her, very much so. You really get into her and you're rooting for her in so many ways. And if you're rooting for somebody, then that is always a good sign that they've been able to give such a great performance in a film. And without doubt, she's done it. So this film works at so many levels, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, what can you say? 93 minutes just sailed by. It did. And I just love all the things. And I think the ending is good as well. I rather like the ending. Yeah, I'm not going to give that away because that would spoil it. But the ending is spot on, I'd say. I enjoyed that ending, definitely. I thought it was really a good thing, really what they did. I knew maybe they would do that, and I'm so pleased they did it. It just worked so well. I mean, what else can I say? I loved it. And that's it, really. Before I go, I'll just, like I do, there it is. There's the film. Look at that. That's a great cover. There she is. Look at that. And then there's the back there. And there's there is a little featurette, a little bit of extras, not many. It's a bit shiny there, but yeah, not many, but it's good. And then look at that, it's nice, isn't it? Look at that illustrated of the cover of that. That's brilliant. So if you see this, I would give it a try. I really would. I think if you like horror, you like it. And just don't take notice of all these moaning critics. Yes, that's it. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll let you know when I put out these videos. And if you've got any comments, please put some comments down and do some likes as well, because likes get me out, hopefully, onto YouTube, and other people might enjoy the videos, and perhaps they won't. And by all these, it costs no, so you can't say fair on that. And if you do put any comments down, I'll always answer your comments. And that's it, really. I'll see thee again.